Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Despite the multiple reactions by Nigerians in respect to the sit-at-home order, Simon Ekpa, who is a self-acclaimed disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has spoken about the 9th of August. For him, it's quite a historic day. And we're going to look at what he has to say. And in the same vein, about 5 states out of the 20 states proposed for creation comes from the southeast, though the Senate have rolled out conditions that they have to meet. But before we give you details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the notification bell so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. According to the news, Simon Ekpa, a self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who is currently in the DSS detention, has suggested when Biafra will be restored. Ekpa disclosed that Nigeria and Biafra will take up this date in the history of the disintegration of Nigeria and Biafra creation. He disclosed this while stressing that Monday will be an unforgettable day. In a tweet, the pro-Biafra agitator said Monday sit-at-home order will be the beginning of history of agitation. According to him, he said Monday, the 9th of August 2021, sit-at-home in Biafra land will definitely be the beginning of what will go down in the history of freedom agitation. We will not forget from 9th of August as one of the historic day when Biafra is restored or Nigeria disintegrated. IPOB has declared a sit-at-home every Monday across the southeast. The order is to ensure the release of its detained leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was brought into the country in the month of June from Kenya and extradited to Nigeria over charges bordering on treason. The IPOB leader has been on the radar of the Nigerian government for quite some time now, and he has strongly been agitating for the creation of Igbo country by name Biafra. In another news, the Nigerian Senate has given the condition for the creation of 20 new states in the country. The conditions were contained in a statement by the Senate spokesperson and chairman, Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Ajibola Bashiru. In the statement titled, Senate Committee did not propose the creation of 20 new states, Bashiru said that the 20 new states would only approve the creation of any if there is compliance with the provision of Section 8 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic as amended. Among the provisions of the section are that there must be a referendum by at least 2/3 majority of the people of the area and approval by 2/3 majority of members of each House of National Assembly. According to the statement, it said, our attention has been drawn to a media report that the Senate Committee on Review of 1999 Constitution has proposed the creation of additional 20 states. The report is a gross misrepresentation of the decision of the committee on the request for creation of more states. Far from recommending creation of any state, the Senate Committee, while acknowledging receipt of several bills proposing creation of new states, decided that it is not in a position to recommend or propose the creation of any state unless there is compliance with the provision of Section 8 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic as amended. For ease of reference, Section 8 of the Constitution provides that an act of the National Assembly for the purpose of creating a new state shall only be passed if a request supported by at least 2/3 majority of members representing the area demanding the creation of the new state in each of the following, namely the Senate and the House of Representatives, the House of Assembly in respect of the area, and the local government council in respect of the area, is received by the National Assembly. A proposal for the creation of the state is thereafter approved in a referendum by at least 2/3 majority of the people of the area where the demand for creation of the state originated. The result of the referendum is then approved by a simple majority of all the states of the Federation, supported by a simple majority of members of the House of Assembly. And the proposal is approved by a resolution passed by two-thirds majority of members of each House of Assembly. In view of the above, the Senate Committee is not in a position to propose creation of any state as reported. Rather, the committee decided to refer the request received to the Independent National Electoral Commission to ensure compliance with Section 8 of the Constitution by conducting a referendum in the area if the request supported by at least two-thirds majority of members representing the area demanding the creation of the state in the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the House of Assembly in the area. The above clarifications are imperative to set the record straight. Some of the proposed states are Itai State from Akwa Ibom State, Katagom State from Bauchi State, Okura State from Kogi State, Adada State from Enugu State, Gurara State from Kaduna State, Ijebu State from Ogun State, Ibadan State from Oyo State, Tiga State from Kano State, Hari State from Kano State, Amana State from Adamawa State, Gongola State from Adamawa State, Mambila State from Taraba, Savannah State from Borno, Okun State from Kogi, Etiti State from the Southeast Zone, Orashi State from Imo, and Anambra State, Njaba from the present Imo State, a section of Aba State from Abia State, and Neoma State from Delta State, Torobene and Oil River State from Bayelsa, Delta and River State, Bayijida State from parts of Katsina, Jigawa, and Adamawa, and Zamfara State. Wow, looking at all of these, I would like to first of all reflect on what IPOB is saying. Say that to the 9th of August, which means that they are not giving up on it. Now, these guys are very strong when it comes to, pushing for what they are demanding to be realized. Don't forget that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria unknowingly, most people had believed that that would be the end of Biafra. But from all indication, Biafra is far bigger than any other person. That's just the way I reason it, because it was revolving around Ojukwu before now, and then several persons also have picked it up, and before you know, it slipped from their hand to another person like that. So just to show you that a thing is self-regulating itself, despite the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not around, but they're still running the show. And right now, they are demanding for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if federal government wants them to stop their move, about the issue of sit-at-home order come the 9th of August. It's not going to just be 9th of August. They say it's going to be happening every Monday of every week, which with that, it therefore means that schools will be cut off, businesses will be cut off, a lot of things will be cut off. Anambra State government have already, if you check our video, you're going to see the news, they said they will not pay anybody who stay off from work if they decide to obey that order. But then Simon Ekpa, who is an ardent supporter of Biafra, is saying it's going to go down as a very historic day in the history of the agitation for Biafra. Now, the big question is, would the resident of these Biafran state, would they oblige to, what these guys are saying? Because I know that there may be a little bit of force, on the people to stay away from the road. I know that it's going to be something that may likely involve, a struggle here and there. I just pray that there won't be any case of loss of life. But most people are looking at it from the perspective of the people. The federal government may be quiet over it, but then the people may be the ones to suffer then. But someone said that whenever the fight of freedom is being engaged in, then certain persons must be ready to trade whatever to see how it is realized. But, we're still looking forward to see how tomorrow is going to look like. But then looking at the issue of creation of State 5 has been given to the southeast. But one of the things that shocked me is always the southern part of Nigeria being backbenchers when it comes to the issue of creation of state. It troubles the mind a great deal. You understand? Though the federal government, the Senate have come out to say we are not proposing it. This is how it ought to go in respect to, or how it is provided for in the Constitution. But then, looking at the bills that they have received thus far for the proposition of, new state, I realized that the Southerners are slacking real good. Now, there's a lot of things that will happen if you don't push for the creation of states. The Northerners will always have an upper hand when it comes to, their own people, when it comes to voting in the National Assembly. And they'll get far bigger monies than we do if we continue to draw back and refuse to give into this issue. I feel that now that the proposed bill has already been sent, more people should send, Southerners should send more bills ahead, and then the condition provided for should be met so that we can have more state, so that in future we can stand, we can be advantageous in the National Assembly. Because the reason why things are happening like this and they are passing all kinds of bills is because the Southerners are not even enough. You understand? I'd like to leave you to go to our station